that I did the wrong thing and now I have to be punished by not
that.
getting to see Jiggly Man butt.
Yes.
Which is very sad. I know. So it's hurt me plenty, which I kind of love that. Even if it's sort of a one note experience.
Well, yes. I mean, it obviously has a very specific point that it would like to put across, which is fine. You can use games to do that. I mean, as long as you don't,
video games. Woo.
Yeah, as long as you don't, charge a bunch of money for them and then claim they're something they're not, it's fine.
Get rid of the 12 days by paying $5.
$5 DLC. Oh God. If it was a mobile game, it would be monetized that way. You know it.
I will very briefly mention the other game this guy has done. I don't want to ruin what happens in it, but he also made a game called Succulent. Right. And you have, again, a man in his underwear. This seems to be a running theme for this guy's games.
Theme of it, yes.
Yeah. And you have just like an orange ice lolly on a stick, and you slowly insert it into his mouth with your mouse. And you can poke it so it like pops out his cheeks and you can see it pushing against the end of his cheeks, and you just in and out for a while. And there's
Hi.
happen. I'm not going to ruin that game.
I missed. I said boop and I forgot to press the button.
Curiosity.
What am I doing? Where's Steam?
Oh god, yeah, Succulent.
There it is. I've got too many things in my tray.
Here, I feel.
Yeah. I have been down some weird rabbit holes in video games this week. I'm not even sorry.
Was it because of Order 1886? Do you felt that you need to cleanse from the mundane nature of it?
Well, exactly. At least these were interesting in some way. They did something new and interesting.
The gifts from Succulent are so good.
Are you looking at the gifts?
I'm looking at the gifts on the website. Because they're like, it's not only...
Receiving your message was quite the surprise, Strife.
Desperate times and all that.
I'm still not clear on who you really are, Morrigan.
If I can provide assistance, do such things matter when the world faces such peril?
It could. You're friends with Solace.
Our relationship is more complex than you suggest, and circumstances have compelled me to stand against friends ere now.
Yeah, Morrigan, I'm with you, but saying you're standing against friends is regularly seem to do that.
Don't get lost.
Isn't going to ingratiate them to you, is it?
What do we have here?
We've been in there, don't you remember?
The Alluvian's working. We're finding help. It's not a bad start.
This started with us failing to finish the last job.
Okay, it's not a bad second start.
Maybe the third will be perfect.
Ooh, I hope so. Oops. Okay. Going a different way to last time. This one's right here.
Brooke gets that one.
I get most of them. Was that it? Oh, deep stalkers. Where is it? Right. Is Fenharel looking at it? No. Somewhere in this area. Did that do much? No. cost maybe 4 FPS. What's this glowy stuff?
Gotta move.
I've ran around this circle fucking over and over. I can't fucking find anything. Whoops. Could it be under me? Oops. Yeah, there wasn't.
There's an elf out there somewhere who really likes owls.
You don't know anything about the gods, do you?
Company, get ready.
They're shooting for us.
Let's finish this. We're under fire.
Keep the pressure on. They're hitting us from afar.
Okay, this looks like thing.
A broken alluvian over there. No fixing that.
Mirror shows no reflection, only a dark fog. Perhaps magic will reveal more. The others urged me to try. The shadowy things wear the faces of my kin. Blank eyes staring. They don't speak. They don't even know their names. I did this. I let the mirror corrupt them. I'm to blame.
He couldn't stop it from corrupting everything around it, including himself.
Okay. That was one of the things.
Those statues don't look right.
That's not stone. That's wood. Those were people.
What happened to them? It's like they were frozen mid-stride.
Oops. I dreamed that the earth reached out to embrace me. The others say they had the same dream. The keeper cannot stop the change. I can no longer move or feel my feet. He just give me prayers to say, magic to weave. None of it helps.
Orphan turned them into trees?
Okay. Some walls have break points that can be broken with explosive. Where? Where's a wall?
Got through that.
This seems relevant. Oh.
Of course.
What do you think? A trap?
Look here.
No, the quest. Storm was coming, and we were desperate. It's just a cave, small but comfortable. We fell asleep around the fire. When you awoke, the entrance was gone. Perhaps it was a trick of the darkness, but the rock seems to move with each breath, closing in with each inhale. I'm sick with dread. If anyone finds this, get out. Get out while you can. Marina, I love you. Remember me.
They came in for shelter and couldn't get out. The spirit probably felt their fear too.
That's a problem.
Could you, like, dash the direction that I'm holding? Which was S for a reason. That is kind of not fair. You will chase me to the edge, and then when I jump over the edge because I'm cornered, you just heal. Speaking of heal.
Done.
No, you dashed into the fucking thing. Great.
Ready to go.
I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Oh, you spawned me into its fucking attack. Great, thank you.
Move fast.
Get out of there.
I can't dash. Brilliant, amazing. Fuck it.
On to you.
Hey. 10 seconds, okay.
Right, on him.
There's the owl.
Another one of those owl statues.
These must be the old aqueducts. It's amazing what the ancients could build.
You know, it was kind of easy when you had, like, the Fade at your disposal. Except it wasn't the Fade, it was just reality. Whoops. Where are we going? Down here. Oops. Alright, so we're back here. Nothing special about this tree, it's all glowy.
I found something.
Ah. Oh shit.
A Hala statuette. They died holding this. And all these Hala corpses. Didn't that spirit say something about Hala?
These people must have been trying to find their lost Hala. Then nightfall, and...
Boom.
So many dead. So many things left behind. I wonder if we could somehow memorialize them. Let's head back to that spirit. Maybe we can ease its distress somehow.
I'm gonna speak to.
I can't move. Why can't I move? I can't feel my legs. Not legs. Skin like bark. Splinters in my veins. Stop it! Stop!
You're a tree. You're one of the tree people.
I found those people. You don't have to feel this way anymore.
So much fear before the darkness. Make it quiet. Make it go away.
I don't understand.
It's trapped in their last moments. Perhaps a gesture that makes it believe the dead are put to rest.
Can't tell what it's saying I should be tabbing for.
Another owl. What the heck? Old Forest is weird. Here goes nothing. Look at that.
I'm convinced these owls are more than statues. There's a power behind these silent guardians. I'm hesitant to tamper with them, but on the other hand, owls represent wisdom and transformation. I imagine a monument to such noble creatures would be harmful. Renee Limfoot.
Got it.
Any ideas what that does?
I bet it taps into the Fade. But how is the question? Elven artifacts can get complicated.
Maybe it's connected to all the floating ruins. Veil jumpers have seen things like this pop out of thin air all across Arlathan.
Oh.
Right.
Here goes. Dareth Shiral, Lethalon. You are fighters, scholars, explorers, friends, family, and lovers. We will remember you as you lived, and not as you died. Go in peace. Rest well.
A moment of pain does not undo a lifetime of hope. Thank you.
Cooldown. I'm slow. Blizzard. Okay, let's do blizzards. In fact, let's do both of those. This is glory. %, duration ability damage, 20% chance damage duration, 25% stag. That's I don't know what the locked means. Right. I'm gonna have a quick pee break before I. One sec. It's supposed to mute the audio and it's minimized. It won't be in display, but it'll be in audio. Mute where minimize on. Okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter if it's in the pause menu. Anyway, I take a quick break. I will take a quick pee break. I will see you in a minute.
Only like the popsicle in his mouth. It's also like two other dudes in the background. Like, yeah.
What?
They do like voguing in the background. They occasionally thrust.
Of course they do.
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Of course not.
Looks like he's eating a corn dog more.
You feel they need to render the ice lolly better?
Yeah.
There is an ice lolly, definitely. Maybe if I'd played it again, I'd have got a corn dog. I don't know.
Unlocks.
I played it the once.
Cosmetic DLC. If the Evolve developers were making this game, there would be skins aplenty, that I can tell you.
And honestly, I would pay for that. I would pay to have more more things I could stick in that guy's mouth.
Well, there you go.
I'm trying to think. Did I play anything else, or should I let other people say about
no,
things
by all
they
means.
did?
I believe you played Fractured Soul, if I recall correctly, as well.
Yeah, I played Fractured Soul. So I didn't know this game existed, and it's a 3DS game that got ported to Steam.
It is.
And basically, you have both of your on the 3DS. It's your top and bottom screen. Here, it's they sort of just cut the screen you've got on your PC in half.
Yes.
And each half of the screen is another dimension, and it's an action platformer where you're sort of running, shooting stuff, and you can at any time switch between dimensions. And sometimes the platforms will be different locations. You might have different enemies. There might be different surfaces or different gravity, all sorts of different effects between the two. And it's about sort of trying to get through these action platformery levels while keeping in mind what's different about the different universes.
Right.
I really liked it. It's a really polished game. It had a fantastic soundtrack. Very, very, very polished. The only problem I had is I played it on Steam, and because of the fact that they cut one screen in half, like a 16:9 screen in half, rather than two actual size screens, I kept finding that I couldn't really tell what was happening above or below me well enough. Right. And I would say it's definitely worth playing on 3DS if you want to play it.
It does seem like it was designed for that very specifically.
It's like it's got 60 frames a second, and they've added some nice like visual effects and stuff on PC, but it definitely helps to be able to see a bit more up and down what's going on in that game. I was a bit sort of, I kind of wish I was playing this on two screens, not one.
But I have a feeling I'd be
otherwise
absolutely
it's good.
awful at it. I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's no way my brain is going to handle this. I had trouble with The World Ends With You on the two screens. This looks like it would be a nightmare.
I still haven't finished this. It's too hard for me to get through, but I'm enjoying it a lot. It never feels unfair. It's just my brain can't process what's going on here.
Yeah, that certainly sounds like a problem I'd have.
Has there been another game that was intended for the 3DS that's been ported to PC?
Recently?
Like, ever, really?
I mean, some of the indies end up... I mean, because there's a lot of cross-platform stuff that ends up on the eShop that also ends up on Steam. But anything that's kind of specifically designed for the 3DS and then they move it across, I don't think so.
Like the two screens and everything, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, because that seems problematic, doesn't it? You know, it doesn't seem like that would work very well.
Yeah, I can't think of anything this egregious before. Like, it doesn't make it unplayable. It's still a really enjoyable game. It's just... I kept going through it thinking, I wish I'd picked up the 3DS version.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of those few things. It's interesting bringing that up, actually, because I was reading Jim Sterling's tweets earlier about the new Kirby game, which actually, like, I know Giant Bomb didn't like it at all, and it's had mixed reviews. And the biggest problem people seem to be having with it, outside of, if you love it or hate it, everyone says the same thing. The damn game's beautiful, but the game forces you to look at the gamepad screen for the entire game, so you don't get to enjoy that fact. Because you've got to do all the drawing on the pad in order to make everything work. And it's like, well, that sounds like an interesting concept, but simultaneously you've ended up ruining the game by having that in there, right?
Yeah, like I loved the DS one of those. What was it?
Canvas
Kirby and the
Curse,
Canvas Curse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely loved that. But again, I've been playing the new Wii U one, and that is definitely a problem. Like, just knowing that there's a better screen just in front of you makes you want to see it, and it's constantly reminding you, which is a shame.
Yeah. Teething problems with, innovation in controls, I guess.
Yeah, I still love that it's a thing that exists. I'm really glad that, like, of the 3 consoles, that one of them did this.
Yes.
But I'm also really glad that there are 2 consoles that are normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be able to own...
Oh, the Wii U.
You're probably getting the same kind of games anyway.
I liked the Wii U. I've got like 5 games for the Wii U. I should probably go to this screen, shouldn't I? That one. What am I doing now? Rickman 5 to 40. That's a bit of a range. Do I have fast travel anywhere closer?
If Elgranon and Gillinan can control people, we have no defense against that.
'Tis true. The gods' workings project elements of the worst kind of blood magic.
And what do you know about black magic? Witch of the Wilds?
Enough to be wary of it. 'Tis addictive and dangerous when wielded by mortals, and likely leads to disaster when wielded by gods.
So you say.
You disagree? I think I made her a blood mage. I think in Origins she was a blood mage. Not that she had... I was going to say, not that she had any agency in the matter. She has no agency. She's a fictional character. Everything she does is written. I wonder.
I'm sorry, but Taurus got away.
You win some, you lose some.
Would you like me to get you something? Tea? Cake? Arrow in his temple? Whatever you need.
Tea and cake and death, apparently. Okay, we've got 3 of them. Bit disconcerted the way it says level 5 to 35. What level even am I? Level 10. Alright, that's higher than I thought I was. Use a level cap? I really hope not. I like the way Dragon Age 2 did it. There was no level cap. You could just keep going and going and going. And
Places between.
I think it's because they intended to make a ton more DLCs that they just didn't. But it does mean that you can give yourself a new game plus by just using the console to add XP. So give yourself the XP you had at the end. Alright, we're back here. This is like the normal place. So I like to give myself all of the elemental abilities and all of the blood magic and all of the force mage, because that makes for a really...
Spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
We sail.
The spirits are returning.
And thriving again. Good for them.
Ooh, that frame rate drop.
Strife said we should monitor the situation in the crossroads, so of course I volunteered. I mean, what kind of veil jumper would say no? I only wish I'd been able to bring my Fade tuner, get some readings. I suppose you're right. We all need to make sacrifices.
All right. Oh, there's a tree person here. Whoops. I didn't do it. Are they ancient Arlathan elves or spirits?
Dweller, if finding can be thwarted, find the answer.
I think they look. I'm just gonna save here because this feels a bit ominous.
Over there. Another entryway, like the one that took us to that Solus memory.
Geronimo?
Another ancient elf.
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
She thinks I'm one of Solus's agents.
You are. That's a large key.
We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Bye. She can see you this time, though. That's...
Be careful. Ugh. Somehow it's even more revolting here.
There's more of it.
Remember, these memories pack a punch.
Your turn.
I dodged, but whatever.
Now it's your turn.
Do the fucking attack! Dodge! Jesus! I'm clicking the button! What they remind me of... You know the Batarian husks in Mass Effect 3? Cannibals. Ah, so fucking many of them.
So Gillenane was experimenting with blight and darkspawn. The blight infested her lab. The memory's not over. We need to fight our way out of here before Gillenane finds us.
Well... I hope there's some potions in here because, What's over this way? Mother of Hala. A pantomime theatre mass of Gillenane. In narrative, she is the price and acceptance of purpose and the becoming that allows no return. Betrayal and devotion become equals to her.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillinane unleashes something worse.
Zola sounded rattled.
The blight really had him scared.
Understandable, really.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us.
It's not where I just came from. Every time you use a potion, you have a 10% chance to gain it back. I didn't know she could use potions. I just didn't see that one.
Time to go.
Yep.
And faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
I'm going to take another quick break because I need another drink because I've just finished this. Right, see you. Yeah, bad words. See you in a moment.
You for the weirder stuff.
Well, that's what I've done. I've got
really.
Yeah, it's Wii U and a PS4, and I will get the Wii U out sometimes, and I will really enjoy it when I do. But very often it's just like, okay, I'll put that away and play PS4 for a bit.
Fair enough. All right. What else have we been playing this week? Krendor, you've been... okay.
I was gonna say since we were talking about booties and stuff.
Okay.
I like where this is going. Hooray!
We played a card game called Love Letter.
Oh, you played Love Letter. Okay,
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
That game is actually, it's very simple, but really fun. The concept of it is that you are a bard, or really whatever you want to imagine yourself to be. But in the context of the story, you are a bard. You are trying to win the love of the princess. But there are so many people between you and the princess has stayed in her room for days because her mother, I think, is in jail for being a traitor. I don't know. The story doesn't matter. What matters is that you're trying to touch the princess's butt and everybody else is in your way. And so all of the cards are different members of court. So there's like the count, the countess, there's the duke, the duchess, there's the king, and then the princess. I'm trying to remember. There's guards. There's just like a lot of people between you and the princess, and every card, every different person has a rule, basically. So like if you have a countess, I think it was, then how did it work? You always have 2 cards in your hand. So you have one, and then you draw one, and then you have to play one. So you wind up with one, but when you're playing, you always have 2. And so there would be cards that are like, if you have a countess and a king, you have to discard the countess, right? And then then people might think, oh, then that means they probably have the king, or maybe they just chose to discard it.
Yeah, it seems like there's an element of bluffing and deduction involved in it.
Yeah, and it's really interesting, and you're trying to wind up at the end with the princess and have no one know. But if you have a situation where you're forced to discard the princess, or somebody sees that you have the princess, then you fail.
Okay.
And you're out of the game. It's really, really interesting. It's really fun. So like each round, the person who gets to start is whoever got to the princess in the last round, because the concept of it is that the princess came to breakfast the next morning and spoke so highly of that person that they get to then go first, right? Just like silly little things like that. And it's actually really, really fun.
Yeah, I like that the risk element seems interesting. I'm reading the description of it. It's like powerful cards lead to early gains but make you a target. Rely on weaker cards for too long and your letter may be tossed into the fire. I like games like that have a degree of balance, because it means the replayability is generally very high, because you're playing again and again and you're trying to figure out the optimal strategy, and everyone else is bluffing and risking things as well. That's one of the best things about board and card games, as far as I'm concerned. It's an interesting concept. I just love the way that board games in particular could be made about literally anything. Like there are
Ahoy.
Board games.
Greet to Gillinane, or whatever this. Well, so is she talking to me, or is she talking to the memory of the person I'm sort of taking the role of?
We've got company.
Oh, I can't dodge that way because there's a fucking step there. Apparently, stairs are my nemesis. Can you, like, heal me? You lords and lady preachers. That was the wrong button, but okay. Let's keep pummeling it. By which I mean I'll keep pummeling it, and Harding will just sit and watch.
I think we broke through to Gillinane's prize specimens.
If this is what Darkspawn looked like when Gillinane was experimenting, then...
Maybe the Darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
The blessing you denied. Oh, help me! Ah!
Damn! Gillinane got her.
Damn! This thing happened thousands of years ago.
Look out!
sacrifice me on the... Oh, I can't move. In fact, guys, do you want to, like, do your thing? Because this is, not an entirely defensible position.
Your turn. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my bit. Are you ready yet? No, you're not. Oh, fuck. Right, you can... You're back? That was exciting.
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork. You, who were the most sensitive of us.
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
Come on. Be the god she needs. Help her.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab, the blight that was here, and his agent.
I'm sure he sees some greater good. The people in his way to get there, not as much.
This fragment might tell us more.
I mean... We've seen blighted people before. I don't know if even he could do anything about it. I'm in combat? I don't know what perfect defense means. Am I wearing light armor? I'm wearing heavy armor. Which seems a bit weird for a mage, but sure, okay. I know what that does. Fight a champion. Hey Em, how are you doing? Early morning. I guess it is very early morning. 2 o'clock in the morning. My dear opponent cancelled on you. Oh no! Sorry to hear that. No, it's alright. You say so. That's been really something important to cancel. If I told you the truth. What? What is it? You found out my Hinge profile and had a bug out. What do you mean? He was upset that I Hinge still. Oh, he thought the two of you were, like, exclusive. What? Yeah. But he tells me he's not ready for a relation. Wait, what? He expects you to be exclusive to him, but not the other way around. Is that what I'm reading here? Ish. That's not entirely how that works. Literally because he was syringe too. Ugh. And you know what? Fuck him. Or not, as the case may be. Letting it so hard in 2025. I don't think it is, just not with pillocks. Not with pillocks like that.
Onward, dweller.
Maybe I pick Lamos. I mean, sounds like it, yeah, actually. Why sugarcoat it? It does sound like it. Right, that's a path there I've not been. New on tomorrow, so don't even sweat. Awesome. You are... It sounds like you are actually swimming in D's, so... Have fun.
So, are you getting used to your new abilities?
I'll be getting used to them forever.
Fair enough. We can't be sure you're even mortal anymore.
What? I was just exaggerating. What do you mean I might not be mortal? Nev? Nev?
Occasionally, perhaps. Anyway, I have to run. See you later. Enjoy your D. Enjoy your Ds. All of them. Good night. Nev's just leaving her hanging with that. What? What? Oh, what? Where are we going?
Got company.
Oh, bugger. No, wrong one. No.
Got us from a distance.
I'm missing all of these. No. Fuck's sake. I'm just gonna dodge because it's waiting an eternity before doing that. What? So you... Ow. Did I just miss my dagger thing?
Good one, Mace.
Got us at range. Watch it.
They're aiming for us.
Fucking Kunari. Yeah, just about. Should we go back up here? Oh.
I see what unbinds. Bring it, the gods shall be denied.
Yeah, I know. I need a fucking champion. It's not down there. Let's not jump down there. Whoopsie. I can go north here. We'll follow this along a bit. Oh, is this it? Okay. They're both locked behind champions. Whoops. Alright, you just alerted me to the fact that I got a worse orb. Great. Fine.
Onward, dweller. The deeper currents.
I've been to this bit before. I do want this. Oh, I have been here before. Many times, in fact. Such a weird CPU usage.
Money on. Never mind. What do you have?
No, fair enough, actually. It's the fact that there's like capitalism in the afterworld, you know? No, I was gonna say that what a weird like CPU usage profile. It's using all 16 cores. And yet not fully and not more than like 50% overall.
You're getting the hang of those powers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying. It's all... honestly... I don't know yet.
Fair enough. What you're drawing from, it's not like my magic.
Which means no one can tell if I'm doing this right.
Or it means you make the rules.
Same thing.
That's even more pressure.
No, it's less pressure. Like you said, when you're improvising, no one knows if you play a wrong note. If you play a wrong note, play it again. If you do the wrong thing twice, it becomes the right thing. As Adam Neely says, repetition legitimizes.
Treviso, one of the finest cities in Antiva, now living under occupation. Let's hope our crow contact can meet us.
Welcome to Antiva. You must be Rook.
Sí. Buenos días. Buenos días.
Of the crows.
Thea, please.
What a name.
My associate Viago is gathering the others. We can talk business when we arrive.
Forward to that.
The documents, it's all there.
Slowly. Have your papers in order next time.
Of course, yes. I'll be more mindful.
Good. We're here for your protection.
You are. Of course you are.
My friend says come with us.
Bashadan.
The Antam soldiers have made themselves comfortable.
We have suffered their company for too long. The Antam reached a stalemate in their war with Tevinter. Some turned here instead. Antiva was rich, comfortable, and has no standing army to stop them.
Thanks for stopping by.
I did want to buy your stuff, but I guess I've got to run. Okay, she's cute though.
Welcome. We've got all kinds of crystals here.
Mind your business.
You went to the physician.
She stitched it well enough. Gave me what she could to ward infection.
What she could.
The Antam confiscated half her supplies. Said they need it for their army.
For our damned protection.
Ish.
Fine decor for the finest homes.
You Talvasharth. Because if you're Talvasharth, you must not be very safe with the Antam here.
It must be hard dealing with the Antam.
This occupation will not last. The Antivan crows remain. And one day, I will see a knife through every would-be tyrant's throat.
Good.
We have arrived.
A casino? Nice setup.
Welcome to the Cantori Diamond.
Hello there.
You're the client.
This is Rook. Did you want a drink? I promise not to let Viago near it.
Viago de Riva.
5th Talon. And this is Caterina della Morte, 1st Talon of the Crows.
Oh, Katerina of Death. That's a good name for an assassin.
You are?
Ilario della Morte, her grandson. What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient, blighted mages. My detective says you have a man who brought blood mages and Venatori to their knees.
Lucanus. My grandson. They called him the Demon of Virantium. He was the one who did those jobs.
Sending a demon to take down a god. Sounds like a plan.
It's a nonsense plan, but that's not important. Lucanus della Morte is dead.
What I say doesn't leave this room.
Okay.
The body
That's exciting.
people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me?
His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out.
So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you've brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me. They were hunting your dread wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The Ossuary, where the demon of Virantium is kept. Find this ossuary. Free Lucanus. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
Come. Katerina arranged the boat. One of our mages will meet us there.
A boat?
Did you think the Venatori would keep a normal prison? Or that one could hold the demon of Virantium? The ossuary lies beneath the sea. I learned mere minutes ago.
Secret and excessive. Sounds like Venatori.
You're not happy Katerina kept this from you.
Would you be? Lucanus is family. Maybe she thought I'd act too rash if it meant saving him. And now, who can say if he's even still alive?
Are you okay? You're doing alright. Oh, we managed it.
There. You take the boat.
Alright. I love a good boat, me.
Are you coming with us?
It's possible we've been watched. If all of us vanish from the dock, you play the alluring hero. I know Treviso. If we have a tail, I have a better chance of distracting their interest.
He's gonna die, isn't he? Seems par for the course. Picturesque.
So how do we get in?
You'll see.
Swim. We don't swim.
Someone or something already took down the guards.
Might work in our favor, but something's wrong here. Let's hope we find our demon alive.
Do you know what? We don't have Harding. I didn't want that. What was I trying to do? Don't know. I was looking for something. Oh. Sorry, that was me. Caliban, the other wardens don't want to go near the crow's cell anymore. Why don't we get someone else to do it? Slaves, maybe. Ovidius. They're controlling the wardens. Of course, they control the blight.
So this is the ossuary. This doesn't look like any prison I've seen.
How many prisons have you seen? Not that I'd imagine this is typical.
The Venatori set up shop in an elven ruin. It's a wonder anything works.
What are you saying about the craftsmanship of my people?
If the enchantments containing this place ever failed...
We did, yeah.
That, or the job in general. Not everyone deals with the Antivan crows and lives to tell about it.
We're up against gods. A demon might come in handy.
Yeah, you've said that. I mean, have I dealt with crows before? Not for long. Because Zevran wasn't a... Ooh, fun. Very Mario 64. That's what could happen if I didn't stop when I did. Is there anything down here? No! That looks like somewhere that could have been interesting. But wasn't. On the wall. That is where I need to go. You can see the crystals, just like in the last one. Which means I'm going to go in the opposite direction for some stuff.
A barrier. Whatever's in there, the Venatori really wanted to stay put.
Then we break through.
I'm glad that didn't break it. Imagine. Oh, I see. This is the way I was meant to go. Yes, I know I have a ranged attack. But why bother when one of these will do?
All right, we're almost through.
Ah, access denied. I am Neris. I was Neris. We were. We are Neris. Alright, Neris. Let's equip the Halla one. They have basically the same stats for all I could be bothered to read. Right, got 3 of 3. Ovidius. No, we can't get slaves to do it. We use them all as test subjects. We don't have the budget for any more. Do you think slaves just grow on trees? Get the juniors to do their jobs. Oh, hi.
We're just here for Lucanus Delamore. Get ready.
No, we definitely have to fight.
Dragon of mystery, Lucican, dragon of night, your faithful.
Maybe we don't have to fight. I can see why they call him Demon.
Who are you? Who sent you?
Your grandmother.
My name's Rook. Katerina sent me.
Katerina. But you're not a crow.
Not a crow. And you're not human.
And you're possessed by a demon.
It's complicated.
Katerina promised us a mage killer if we broke you out of here.
I can still work.
Good. Because I'm pretty sure more Venatori are on their way. We have to get moving.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands. And I had a contract when I was captured. One of my targets is here. Caliban. Crows don't break contracts.
Yeah, the famous crow contracts. So you want a prison break, a blood heist, and assassination help just to get you out of here?
Yep.
I'll owe you.
I'm sure we'll owe each other before this is all over. Let's go.
I've just noticed
So, first order of business?
that Nev has a peg
Blood
leg.
first, then my target, Caliban, the prison warden.
Where do we find them?
In the tower, there's a bridge.
Not anymore. We'll have to find another way across.
Mages, my specialty.
I am blessed.
They're your specialty. Why am I doing all the damage?
Alright. One of them has a key.
The blood vial. Where do we go?
Caliban keeps it under guard. Blood is the only thing that can bind a demon. If they lose it...
Then it's chaos. Wait, were they torturing demons? How? Why?
They didn't all start out as demons. Zara made sure they ended up that way.
Zara?
Zara Renata. There might be a higher-ranking Venatori somewhere, but I don't know of one. This place is all her.
Overly complicated container that radiates magic. A simple attempt to scry within reveals something, but extensive but time-consumingly contradictory rebellion plans. It ends up in Venatori hands surprisingly and usefully often. Felicia, what exactly does she expect me to do? It's been over 300 days now. It's supposed to take a week at most. If Zara's brilliant process failed, how does she expect me to salvage it? Caliban.
Possessed corpses usually common in a place like this.
Zara Renata's work. This place exists for her to make new, worse kinds of demons.
I think I can make that jump. Or... I was thinking, or maybe I could walk around. I can't walk around. Right. Save here. Alright. I cannot in fact make that jump. Oh. Never mind, that was simpler than I was expecting. isn't protected. And now this one isn't protected. And now these ones aren't protected. Okay, so now we've got rid of 2 of them, so maybe I can... How does that lead? It should just be... Seems like it should just be through here, but it's not. Oh.
Venatori ahead.
You missed. I'll not take this. Oh, so this is their like prison system then there. They're bars.
I've seen demons possess corpses, ashes, and hair ones.
At least this one's got good taste.
Wow. Nev, are you flirting? I have seen abominations that were Templars, actually. Aha, yoink. And this is where a floor appears. Here we go. Incubation. 18 days. Emergence. Rapacity. Scent. Vinatium. Virantium. Whichever. Take this with us. Right. Whoops. Let's summon the floor.
The vial of blood the Venatori took from you.
It's for blood magic, to control me, and the demon. Until it's gone, I cannot touch Caliban. There's a lot of dead Venatori in here. And you don't seem to have made it this far, so who done it? Levan. The other wardens don't want to go near that crow's cell anymore. We get someone else to do it. Slaves, maybe.
We can't get slaves to do it. We don't have the money,
he says. Where am I going now? Did I just come from here? Or did I come from over there?
Okay, now what?
What are you? Fine. He says he can get us across.
Who is he?
The demon. He says there's something here. Something he can grab hold of in the Fade. It's close.
Spite. What is spite a corruption of? Justice? No, that's vengeance.
The demon pulled all of that from the Fade?
I'm as surprised as you.
I thought it sounded temporary.
About to their creation. Not surprised they lost control.
Blood mages, they never learn. Zara can summon all the demons she wants, but they don't have to obey her.
My job's done. Your turn.
Ow. Why did I let that go just then?
What did Zara want all these undead for?
Nothing. Those are the failures.
If those are failures, what does success look like?
We're about to find out.
A few days ago, but some of the demons she created are still here.
Caliban. There's been a development, and now we need results as swiftly as possible. Push the subjects harder. Do anything you can to intensify their feelings of envy and frustration. Hold every single demon you can produce, ready to fight for the glory of Tevinter Reborn. Zara Renata. Oh, we're doing this, are we? Right, tell you what. I'm going to take a quick pee break anyway. So I'm going to just exit out because restarting the game fixes the UI weirdness that seems to happen sometimes. I say seems to. It does happen periodically. It's happened once before. So I will see you in a couple of minutes. I will see you I say very soon. I literally just said a couple of minutes.
About there's a board game that came out recently about getting to your terminal in an airport. That's the whole board game.
What?
Yeah, that's the whole board game,
Really?
is get to your terminal on time. And all the mechanics around it are built around that idea. I have a board game called Splendor that's about making jewelry. And making the prettiest jewelry possible for, like, the wealthy patrons of Venice. And there's so many games about trains. You want to play a game about trains? I mean, there's Ticket to Ride, and then there's 500 other games about trains, you know?
Yeah.
And they're all interesting in their own way. And that's the coolest thing about board games, because, like, with video games, I think in particular, it's much harder to make a game based around a theme like that, because a lot of board games are very abstract, whereas video games can't really get away with that per se, unless you're playing something like Rimmed Capsule, which is like, hey, this is a space station, but really it's just a bunch of blocks and pyramids. I mean, that's more like a board game than anything else, Rim Capsule. I think it would actually work as one very well. In fact, it's actually kind of like Space Alert in a weird way, which is a resource management board game. But yeah, I love board games. I love mechanics, and board games are all about mechanics and theme layered upon mechanics, and then social interaction based on those two things.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that also games like that force you to have sort of an electricity between the group.
Yes,
There's a lot
yes.
of energy that's also applied to the game that you don't necessarily get when you're playing a video game. And so I always appreciate that too. Like, Love Letter would not be nearly as interesting without everybody there, like, holding their cards, being like, oh my God, I hope no one sees that I have the princess, right? like that sort of an energy. You're not going to have that problem when you're on the other end of a computer.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's even something we've considered with the co-optional lounge, and like, I think that most games still will work across, like, you've got to have a Skype call, you've got to know the people, and you've got to be on camera and things like that, you know? And I think you can get most of the board game experience out of that, but it's never as good as having people around a table with some bevies. You know, it's just wonderful. It's a great experience.
Yeah, but you don't have that same experience of being able to sort of almost hit at people when it's like, oh goodness, how did you do? Why would you do that? And
this is the issue we had with Blood Bowl, because Blood Bowl is so goddamn unfair. Like, it's more fun playing it in person, because if you roll badly, the other guy's gonna laugh at you, and you can just get all salty with them.
I think Blood Bowl is a great time.
Yeah, you love Blood Bowl, Krendor, because you're bloody good at it. That's the problem. None of us are. We're just terrible.
well, it's the same conversation that's been happening with local co-op versus online co-op games, right? Is like, well, you could argue that there are plenty of games that aren't nearly as good when you're not on the couch with another person, but at the same time, online co-op games are something that is it's something that a lot of people never got to experience, and so it's something that can bring you together with a person even when they're not around.
Sure.
So there's always that argument as well.
A supplement.
Yeah, it's like I spent my day-to-day playing Fibbage, and that would not have
So
been nearly the
good.
experience that it was had I not been... I was playing with my partner and her younger sister.
Sure.
And her younger sister's 11, and she was the most disgusting foul person here. And it was because she was in the room that I knew. Like, we were just like having this moment of everyone was being very calm, being like, okay, there's an 11-year-old in the room. We should play very calmly. And then out of nowhere, it's... Mr. Dildo is an answer. And it turns out it was her, and she then starts going on about like giant gold monkey cocks, and I'm like, what are you doing? And, like, that would not have worked if I couldn't have gone over to her and said, what the fuck are you doing? Where did you learn this language?
It's a similar thing with Cards Against Humanity, isn't it? I mean, it's one of the reasons I will not play it online is because I want to be in a group of friends that knows I'm joking. And having like people watching online, you don't have that element. Yeah. You've got to.
That's so true.
I want to be as offensive as humanly possible because it's funny, you know,
I know.
and only because it's funny. But I don't want to expose other people to that because my friends know that I'm joking. I don't believe any of this stuff. But you know, if I want to play the card Big Black Cock at some point, I would prefer to be around people that are willing to accept that, you know, and not say, "Oh God, you are a horrible human being."
Well, you get a much better sense. Yeah, it's all right. You get a much better sense of who is reacting in what ways to what's going on. Like at one point in Fibbage today, I pushed to making a joke about taking a dump on an 11-year-old girl's chest, and couldn't have gotten away with that had I not been in the room with the people and known how we'd escalated. Because you've got to escalate in the right way and see how people react.
Right.
And it wouldn't have worked otherwise.
Yeah, every time that I feel like pretty much every time that I've played Cards Against Humanity on stream, it's been with Grender. But like every single time I wind up getting tweeted by people being like, wow, I was watching you guys play Cards Against Humanity. Didn't know you were so racist. And I'm like, literally the only options there were horrible. So I don't know what you were expecting. Like there was no way for me to be like,
people never complain about me, but maybe they just
unicorn
expect.
card.
You're the most vanilla person here, Krendor. Let's be honest.
It's true.
There's no real doubt about that.
Anything I do, they're just like, well, that's Krendor.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a little bit of theme music in the background. Hey. No, never. I'm never going to play Cards Against Humanity online. Never. It's not going to happen. It's just asking for trouble. Like, why would you?
Actually, I did find a card game a little over a week ago that I really enjoyed. That's reminded me of Cards Against Humanity, but only if you want it to go that way.
Is that
which
apples
is a game
to
called...
apples?
No. It's a game called Slash.
Okay.
And you have a pack of cards that is
Slash
all...
is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. All it is you have a deck full of cards that are like characters from various pop culture stuff. So you might have like Castiel from Supernatural, Count Chocula.
Oh, hang on. Is this a game about making
Simpsons.
fan fiction?
Yes, it's the one about making fan fiction. Except when we played it with horrible people, and it was okay. Describe the horrifically graphic sex scene between Jaws and Chun-Li,
Right.
because that's what we did with a Saturday night.
Yeah, I like that about Slash, that it's kind of like whenever you're in the hot seat, you get to decide, like, this is what I want.
It can be as tame or as horrible as you want, and it's
it could
very
be like,
open
how
to...
did these two meet? Or it could be like, who's on top and why?
It's like, describe how... Yeah, it's anything from describe how
Howdy.
they're opposed to each other.
Ta-da! Oh, where's the game gone? I closed it. I closed it deliberately for a reason. Sorry, that was him. I just clicked through the starting, but that was the crow friend we just made, the demon, the abomination. Wait, we're back here? Why are we back? Why are we back here? We saved. We did the fight. We did a proper save. We have to do that fight again. We have to do this fight again. Why? We fucking saved.
Problem. Vanatory.
Ah! I just noticed. We have to do the fight again. But it saved that we'd used our ult. So we don't have that even though we used our ult in this fucking fight. B.
Odds with their creation. Not surprised they lost control.
Blood mages, they never do. Zara can summon all the demons she wants, but they don't have to obey her.
Ducklings ready.
No! was hoping I could use this as a vantage point, but...
We are unstoppable.
I've got the setup, you need rest.
Oh, he's our friend.
What did Zara want all these undead for?
Nothing. Those are the failures.
If those are failures, what does success look like?
She took the best results out a few days ago, but some of the demons she created are still here.
Right, big barrels, unbreakable. Little barrels, not so much. Yoink.
Caliban, you said he's the one in charge?
No, he's a lackey. He runs this place for a powerful magister. He was my target a year ago. Now we both want him dead.
We meaning?
Demons don't forgive.
Yoink. This was here for a reason.
Something off. The Venatori has done something. Then why this place exists? This is what success looks like. I command more!
Alright, we've run out of the battle zone, clearly. I get back up there. Doesn't look like it. Am I just fucking stuck now? Oh.
Mierda, these guys. Let me hit him first, then you
Mierda, he said shit. Where's my fucking squads? But it is. So deal with it, motherfucker. I miss Harding. I miss her ability to heal me. Ooh, a nice hat. Were you not concerned that this enchantment has clearly sprung a leak? Did that hit it? No, it didn't. Okay. Neat.
Well, that's not good. We may not have much time. This way. There's a shortcut.
Lead the way.
Ooh, lava. Where? Are you leading the way? Oh, okay.
I'll handle it.
So much for leading the way. That jump was just in the nick of time. Oh, she's gonna just fucking run off the edge then.
Of course.
Really? Alright. The impervious boxes, I guess. See. Nice.
Any clue where to start, or we'll find those on the way?
I know it's here. We can smell it.
These people, they were tortured. Damn it.
Very few people survive Colivan's rehabilitation.
You did.
I'm not sure he is people.
Wait, we cannot go after Colivan yet. Not while he has my blood.
Alright, so that's way. That's what is that way then? I'm just here to loot. I'd quite like some more potions. Right, let's go down here.
We need to get that barrier down. Find the crystals that power it.
Fine.
I'm on it.
2 left.
Oh, look, a statue of Mythal. I just pressed left shift to open that as if I was playing fucking Mass Effect.
There. Just one crystal between us and the other side of that barrier.
Amatsa Cafe? The Coffee Killer. This pomace brandy is swirled on a still warm cup and sipped on the move, following the Antivan custom of Demitasse, the dining room murder in the den. Okay.
That's it.
I don't think this actually does anything, come to think of it.
The barrier should be down.
Let's see what's on the other side.
It didn't last time.
Venatori never do anything subtle. Look at that thing.
There. That's the one. It has to be.
Clevan. You know as well as I do how demanding Zara can be. Nothing less than perfection is ever acceptable. Of course she's not going to accept the crow as a failure of her method. Just kill him. Perhaps a demon will manifest when he dies, Felicia Erimond.
It's finally gone.
So now what?
Now we find Caliban.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Puppy Inu, how are you doing? How is your stream? Welcome on in. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. I just vaulted over it. How are you doing? Welcome on in, everyone. I can't talk today. The mouth is willing, but I'm glad you're okay. Glad you're doing good. Right, there's a lot of destructible shit in this store room. Oh god, we're both Brits with terrible sleep hours. I had a nap earlier. I did have a nap earlier, which is probably not helping. Oh, it's 3:30 in the morning. Okay, I see what you mean. I love how much cheese there is in here. I just woke up a couple of hours ago. Oh. Yeah, I'm on the other end. I've not slept yet. Well, I've napped, but I've not slept. That makes sense. Oh, this is a lift. Oh, I see. Well, here we go.
You want to hear about his torture methods or something else? We didn't chat.
It's fine. We can talk about something else. What's Katerina like?
After so long in this pit, I barely remember.
Well, there he is. There's the lad. Oh.
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary. Zara and her little jests. He's already the demon of Virantium. Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Caliban.
He's a little spoiled brat, isn't he?
A crow never abandons a contract.
I'm gonna dip now. Gonna play on Veilguard sometime soon. Have a good one. Thank you. See you later. And I hope you get the sleep pattern you want, if that makes sense.
Offer you in exchange for my life? No. Is it worth it?
Ow. I'll get that once I move across Atlantic. I'm not so sure. I think you might just mess up your sleep pattern over there as well.
Not worthy of my time. The ossuary is my domain. No one leaves here.
No, I don't have to see. I just have to fix the time the sun wakes up. Okay. You're into hey, bollocks. Can we like do a combo?
I will put you back in your place.
Ow, I fucking dodged. Sorry, what? Leg it, leg it, leg it, leg it, leg it, leg it. Oh, bollocks. There's a few of them and there's a fire between us and them. Oh shit. Oh, you're a oh, you're a pride demon. Oh shit. Ow. I'm fucking out of potions. Despair, shame, horror. Okay. Ow. I don't have my ult yet. Have you? No, you don't. What are you talking about? How many barriers and shit do you have? Jesus. Ow. Can I have another health, please?
No! I will not be a victim like the others!
Finale is yours.
I refuse to fall! I will not be defeated!
Yeah, I heard that from Meredith. Fuck. I'm about to die. I wish I had some more heals. I wish you'd go for someone who's not fucking me. Alright, you're both in cooldown. Phew. Just had to survive.
The crows send their regards.
Heard that one before as well.
So we got your target.
Yes, the job's done.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
Lucanus, are you alright? Lucanus, what are you looking at?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air.
Yeah, your purple doppelganger. We're going a bit Celeste here, aren't we? don't really use light attacks. Oh, there's a health over here. That would have been useful a bit ago.
Shall we go?
I'm ready to get out of this place.
Imagine how I feel.
Make it.
Lucanis, what happened here?
A message from Zara Renata. I can't believe it. You're home.
Sarah? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison?
The Venatori witch who captured me.
Revenge for the breakout, maybe.
Where's Katerina?
She's...
Dedge.
The Venatori caught her in their confusion. I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Someone killed the first Talon of the Crows now? After the gods escaped? That's not a coincidence.
Zara's been a thorn in our side before, and you said yourself, it could be revenge for your prison break.
No, Rook's right. The timing is suspicious for many reasons.
When I find Zara, I'll ask her.
You just got here, and already you want to leave again?
Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
I'll return him in one piece.
Thank you. Cousin, when you find Zara, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and Venatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sara came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards.
Hold the fort. It's hold the fort, not hold down the fort.
The Crows had lost a Talon, but the demon of Irantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Demons.
The demon in Lucanus. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster.
Not really.
Molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but, well, we'd have to,
You'll have to kill me.
Oof.
Well, that's awkward.
No, I like her. She's fun. I want to talk to her.
Before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to
Lucanus!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
You're bleeding.
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way.
But he could just take you over. Make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
He's done this before? Enough that you just shrug it off?
He'd do this in the ossuary. The Fade does whatever his spirit wants. Real walls and chains, not so much. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
I know things have been complicated, but I'm glad you're here, Lucanus.
Contract aside, I owe you a debt.
Lucanus.
Please.
Yay, we got the demon, and he's a demon. What were the chances?
Has to say.
I bet, but before that, I'm going to save here and hope it does actually save, unlike last time. But it did save because it remembered that I didn't have the fucking potion, so I was better off not saving. Anyway, I'm calling it a night here because it's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm quite tired. So, let's do that. And let's go and take us off. I don't want that one. I don't think. No, yeah, this is the screen I want. Right, let's just doop-de-doop and doop-de-doop. Let's see who's online. Who is online at 4 o'clock in the morning my time? There are people on Twitch at least. Let's look at Twitch and do joystick afterwards. This text is really. Okay. Nash has a Mass Effect reference as her title, so that's as good a reason to raid someone as any. Right, let's use online on joystick. Okay. Actually, quite a few people here. Loads of people, actually. Joystick is now at the size where there's like two pages of people online all the time. Right. I know where we're gonna go. I know where we're gonna go. I know where we're gonna go. I want to see some Pokemon. So let's drop in on Ava. Right, good night. I shall see you later. Don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or the day after. Either way, sometime. Bye.